Is my sweater too light or are my lights too bright? Does it look weird? I feel like me fake coughing is like a staple for my videos now. Hi everyone. Oh my gosh, so this topic that we're about to talk about it's very interesting because I actually filmed this video before. I don't even know what happened. Only thing I do know is that my computer decided to delete and like corrupt all of my footage, so we're doing it again. Today we're gonna be talking about why being offline is actually cooler. Yeah. We're going to be talking about that as we are currently online, by the way. Or the idea to make this video came from a few articles that I saw. I think I deleted the videos that I had talking about this topic, but essentially just like the mystery of people not knowing who you are. Privacy is cool, privacy is sexy. It makes you look cooler and more like alluring when people don't know things about you. So I kind of just like wanted to piggyback off of those videos that I seen, because I do agree the articles that I did like read and the videos that I did watch, I do believe they're kind of talking about it from like a surface level. They're using it as just another aesthetic, another way to put people into boxes. Like, oh, you're offline and you read, so cool. Siren outfits, cool. Or I think of it as a kind of helping you have a better quality of life. One way to do that is by being offline. Obviously, a lot of the things I talk about it from a place of wanting to help people and to critique and criticize. The bottom line, it does stem from a place of compassion. I think, I hope. The ability to truly experience life. You can't fake mystery and privacy because you secretly want others to know. So kind of piggybacking off of those articles that I was reading and the videos that I was talking about, some people nowadays, they try to falsely showcase that they want privacy, but they actually don't. They kind of just want you to be curious about their life. I think one way that we do that now as a society is by soft launching. Soft launching is a way for people to share their relationship in a private way, but you are in some cases wanting people to be in your DMs like, oh my gosh, who is that? Like, oh my gosh, are you dating? A lot of people still in some ways still desire and yearn for that validation of people thinking that you're iconic and that you're cool. And so on social media, especially now, people do like try to fake mystery and privacy a lot of the times. Like our moms would say back in the day, it really was that damn phone. I think having social media and like technology and phones has really lowered a lot of people's quality of life. Placing little hints that will cause people to suspect things about you, then getting mad when they do. Most content creators what they post is really strategic. Like, it really is. And that's probably why I can't enjoy content creators that much, is because I see through content creators' content. I know when it's not real. I know when it has been orchestrated, and it's not enjoyable for me. If a content creator or someone posts like a little soft launch picture of their boyfriend, people are questioning them in their DMs like, oh my gosh, who is that? And then the content creator is like, they get mad at their audience. Like, how dare you ask me? Oh my gosh, you guys are always in my business. Well, you posted it. So I do think, while you don't owe anyone your privacy, I do believe if you don't want people to comment on certain aspects of your life, then you shouldn't post about it. Posting about things, you are giving people in some ways the okay to make comments to judge about your life. It doesn't make it right, but it is what it is. I would never post something online that I don't want commentary about. If I'm dating someone that's off limits, then I'm not going to show you, because I don't want you to comment on it. That also reminds me, there is a creator, I don't know her name, but she started dating this guy, and they're both, I think they're both models, but they're adorable. At some point they were making like, you know, quite a bit of content together, not like couples content, but just like, you know, little cute audios of like them like being adorable. And then she stopped posting him, and they got married, by the way. People were in her comments like, oh my gosh, where is it? Where's your ring? Where is he? Where's da-da-da? And I noticed that she stopped showing him because people started to insert themselves in their relationship, because parasocial stuff is real. But because of that, she pulled back and she kind of like showcased that her marriage was private. It's not for everyone to see or to comment on. Comparison culture. Your life isn't boring, you're just online too much. If I could say that to everyone on social media, I honestly would. Comparison culture is the root of all evil. The sucky thing about that is it's normal. Obviously, if you are living a regular life like most of us will, your everyday life does not consist of you like traveling every second of every day, going to Disneyland, then going to Oxbury Farm, then going shopping, then dropping $2,000 on. The average person's life will not be that way, which is okay. But if you are at home and you're on social media or on TikTok and you're seeing all these people live this perfect life, obviously it's going to cause you to compare yourself to them, and not even just life wise but also like looks wise. You'll see women or men who look a certain way and you'll be like, oh my gosh, look at me, I look like this, or my life is this, and it'll cause you to look at your life as if like you're doing poorly, as if your life is not like good or like worth living. And then you know, comparison culture, it is the root of all evil, and it is so bad right now. And it's not even just between like bigger content creators and their audience. Now it's like between regular people, and bigger content creators are comparing themselves to bigger content creators, and it's so sad. It really is. Obviously I have experienced that, especially when I was younger, when I just started off on YouTube. The comparison culture that I compared myself so much to like the YouTubers in my era, which was like the Alicia Maries, the Avas, the Remys, the Claudias, etc. Nowadays I don't do it that much anymore, but I can understand why people feel dissatisfied with their current life. I really do try to talk to myself daily about where I am, is there's something wrong with it. And just for like reference, I'm 30. I live at home with my parents, and honestly currently I'm unemployed. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Obviously I see my old high school classmates, people online younger than me or my age, married with kids, they have a house. One would think that I'll be like, oh my gosh, like this is just so horrible. And obviously there's days where I like long for my own apartment. I don't see my life as less than like other people. One, because everyone will always be on a different path. We're not all meant to move through life exactly the same, and I have faith and just believe that my time will come, no matter how frustrating it can be sometimes. I'm not going to just like shrink my life as if like your life sucks because you're not doing with freaking what Claudia is doing. My life is great the way that it is, and just because it doesn't level up or match up with people on the internet doesn't mean that I'm doing anything wrong. And I wish people would get there, because comparison culture, it can leave you, obviously it can leave you sad, but it can most definitely leave you bitter. A bunch of bitter Bettys walking around, and no one likes a bitter Betty. I think I noticed it like a lot during COVID, and not COVID, oh my gosh, I noticed it during Coachella this year. You know, people TikTok making videos, people being cute, a lot of people used Klarna or like Afterpay, or they made payments to go to Coachella, and I have never seen so many people be so upset by people living their life in the way that they choose to, i.e. going to Coachella, paying X amount of money, being able to go to the Revlon like shopping room thing. Like, people were so angry. I saw so many videos where they were like, this isn't fair. Content creators are waving their wealth in our faces, like how dare they, I can't do that. There was one girl, she was very upset by content creators and just regular people going to Coachella and spending $90 on food, because she was like, I just got off of work and I can't buy food right now because I'm saving money, and I see people just, you know, spending that much on food. Like, that's crazy. That's so dystopian. And it's like, no, it actually isn't. People are allowed to enjoy nice things. If you yourself at that point in time can't enjoy or do that, does it suck? Yes, but that doesn't make those people bad for being able to do X, Y, and Z. I want to go to Coachella so bad next year because Justin Bieber is headlining. I want to go so bad, but you know what? I couldn't buy tickets. Why? Because I couldn't afford to. Am I gonna hate on the people that got to go, or like the videos I'm gonna watch? No, I'm gonna just like watch the videos and just be like, maybe next year. Like, comparison culture will really have you out here being bitter if you don't check yourself. I get it. Seeing people do what you want to do, it is hard. It is not easy. But you can't harbor that toxicity in your heart. You have to let it escape you. One, maybe start working towards what they're doing if you want to do it. If you see someone living this really cool, crazy life as a content creator or an artist or a musician or whatever, and you want to do what they're doing, then follow that. I mean, be inspired, don't copy. Use that bitterness as like fuel to push you towards like your own dreams. I've been doing content creating for I think 11 years now, and obviously I've had moments where I was upset or I felt discouraged because other people were just popping off and getting so many opportunities and I'm still here. But am I gonna become bitter and like hate watch? And no, I'm gonna get up and make content and like push towards my dream. Demand for constant exposure. Regarding content, especially TikTok, there is this level of entitlement that has been birthed from TikTok, I believe. The entitlement of having to know everything about everyone. I would say TikTok, but honestly also Twitch. IRL streaming has also birthed that level of entitlement from people's audiences, where just because you share a large amount of your life, your audience may feel as though they are owed even more of your life. Like IRL streamers, I feel like they show a lot and sometimes people want more. It reminds me of Vanilla Mace. I think during her era of like getting really popular, she had to make a statement regarding to her fan base like, you guys, I'm not a machine, I'm a person. I can't just give you content every second of every day. She was like, if you want more content, I have a YouTube channel, I have a Twitch, I have a TikTok, like go watch like those videos, but I can't just constantly give you stuff. You aren't meant to relate to everyone. I've talked about it in a few videos regarding how people yearn for relatability, but in some cases they don't even know like what that means, if I'm being so very honest, because we as humans, we are not meant to relate to everyone. We aren't and we can't. There is no way that one single person can relate to millions and millions of people. It's just, it's not realistic. That's also a demand that people's audiences place on them. Their demand to always stay relatable. And the thing about that is your definition of relatability is and it will be different from the people that you follow. So for you to place this expectation of relatability that your creator doesn't even know like what your definition of relatability is, that's not fair. The constant exposure we get from being online gives us a false sense of feeling connected to one another. I'll group myself in there even though I don't suffer from this, just to make you feel better. We yearn for connection. That if someone online says something that they kind of agree with, they will cling on to them as if they are their savior and that they're their best friend. And it's so interesting. It's interesting, it's also kind of sad because that's not true connection. And that is why a lot of friendships now, I'm noticing, are built off of surface level stuff. People aren't really searching for like deeper connections with other humans or deeper interactions. They're kind of just like, you like that? I like that too. You hate that person? I hate them too. I'm gonna follow you. And it's like, what? I think the only way to genuinely get like connection with other humans is to get off of your phone. And honestly, I had to get off of it recently. I got off of TikTok and Instagram. I feel better. I really do. Bullying and trolls and whatever, rage baiting, that has always been around, but I feel like right now we are in a very, very, very annoying era of all that stuff on social media where you can't say anything without someone getting offended or someone misinterpreting what you've said, and it's like, it is draining. So I think getting off of line has helped me kind of feel connected with first myself and also like God. I wish a lot of people would just put your phone down for 2 seconds and like look up and seek genuine connections with people through a multitude of things. If you go to church, find them through church, or join a club, go hiking, go to a cooking class, go to a pottery class, like seek connection in that way. Always being on and showing your life for others to view causes some sort of expectation to perform and share for an audience. I think a lot of content creators now, they struggle with balance of sharing your life and being private. Honestly, I think a lot of people just don't even want to be private anymore. I feel like people have forgotten that what is on social media is forever. Like, the internet is forever. No matter how many times you delete it, try to wipe it, it will still be there. And also, I believe that content creating isn't really for a hobby anymore. Back in the day, because I am older, content was used to showcase and share your hobby, things that you were passionate about, your creative ideas. There's already separation between your regular life and your social media life. Once we started to kind of like mesh those together through content, like lifestyle content, the line kind of got blurred, where people was like, oh, so my life could just be my content. Well, let me do this to make my life look more interesting, and let me do this. So it's like you're always your social media person, which will most definitely place some level of expectations from your audience to always be who you show us online, which is annoying. It's like, let's just say if like I was a content creator and in a lot of my videos I'm like, oh, hi guys, and then someone meets me in person and I'm like, hi, oh my gosh, hi guys, or like, because in real life I'm quiet sometimes, and them seeing my online persona, they'll be like, she was rude, and then I'm gonna get a video made about me. You didn't even like act excited to see us, and yeah, it's like the demand for you to always be on, especially how content is being made now. There's just a pressure. Living for content versus making authentic memories. Social media was once used for connection and bonding back in the day. However, now it's used for competition and detachment, especially when it comes to content creating. Nowadays, a lot of content creators don't even have like a passion. Now, a lot of content creators are just following the formula of what being a content creator / influencer is, which is why a lot of content is stale. Like I said, content creation or social media is used for detachment. It's not even used for genuine connection. It's used to turn your brain off because life is just loud around you, or the world is burning like it currently is. So people go on social media for some level of solace, but now you can't even find solace on content because it is overly saturated with negativity and no creativity and just think pieces and judgment. Why being offline will really help you with that. And not even to say that you can't post, because obviously I'm not online, but I still post online because I don't care what trend, I don't care what the trends are. I'm not posting to keep up with trends. I post because I like my content. I want to create memories, and I also have like passions and things that I care about that I want to share with like the world. Instead of like people trying to just live life and let the moments happen, everyone is trying to curate moments and curate memories and curate nostalgia, and that is why every single holiday falls flat for a lot of people. I was thinking about that recently because I've been seeing a lot of videos all the time of people talking about like nostalgia and like how holidays, you know, back when I was a kid was better, and Christmas isn't like Christmas anymore. And my thought was like, because you guys are trying too hard and you can't genuinely fully live life if you're always on your phone. I said it in another video, but right now I'm on like the journey of really going back to like the simple life stuff. I'm like a CD player, an iPod Classic, having DVDs, and having just like simple fashion, and like kind of just, you know, not really trying too hard to fit into anyone's bubble, but just to ensure that my quality of life is as beautiful as I can make it. And the same thing goes for like holidays. Like when it comes to Christmas, not focusing on trying to make this Christmassy feeling be in me, but just to enjoy the holiday. Go outside, go look at Christmas lights, watch movies. Like, Does that make sense? That's why people online are struggling so much with like trying to actually find happiness, is because they're too busy with trying to make happiness. That sounds cliche, but I promise you I'm right. Loss of self and amplifying the gross parts of you. I see that so much on social media. I know you guys do too. A lot of people, once they become a content creator and they obtain or they enter a certain tax bracket, they tend to lose themselves because I'm telling you, it is because their foundation as to why they started content was never a good reason. It was just primarily for money, for fame, for eyes to be on them, amplifying the gross parts of you. That will always happen. I feel like people say money like changes people, and I do agree. A larger part of me believes that it didn't change you, it just amplified who you actually were. So when content creators become gross, start allowing money or the success change them, I'm like, yeah, you've been this way. Like the money, the success didn't change you. You just decided that you feel comfortable enough to be who you truly are. Being online without the desire or expectation of being an influencer or the next big thing. If you are one that you like social media, you like being on it, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. I do think not being on it so much can really help you become a genuine influencer. Social media is boring because the people you're following, but also because hardly anyone is being authentic. Wow, social media is fake. I know. Social media right now is really stale. I follow people that have a lot of personality, a lot of creativity, so I don't think it's that boring per se. But when I'm on TikTok and I would see people making videos about how content creators or influencers are just so boring, they don't do X, Y, and Z, like why is everyone the same?
Am I the only one that just like doesn't watch YouTube anymore? Like, it's because everybody is the same. Like, it's always that for collage and clean girl, I'm going to get matcha, I'm going to get my nails done, all this stuff. Like, everything is so the same now. And this is not me bashing YouTube creators, because do your thing. I feel like every girl now is clean girl aesthetic. And it's so ironic that I'm saying this as I'm sitting here in a matching set doing my makeup with rollers in. Like I want to see some funny edits, I want to see explosions, sound effects, all of that. Like, what happened to creativity?
I honestly believe it is because people are on their phone too much and they're on social media too much. I feel like when you're offline, you have the ability to actually look at the world around you and not be so easily influenced by trendy think pieces and 60-second videos. I think the cure of all of this is if you genuinely know who you are, and I feel as though you can't do that if you're constantly on social media. I listen but if you're still, you know, trying to find your way, you still are unsure of the person that you want to be, and then you go on social media, you are liable to adopt any and all personality. If you want success the way that certain people have it, then you will just follow right along to what they're doing. Finding your voice and not the voice others want you to have. What I just say. Literally, if you are offline, it is way easier to find your voice. I promise you. I was talking about that recently. Oh, one hot topic that's happening right now is people are talking about the article from British Vogue called "Is Having a Boyfriend Embarrassing?" Before I read the article, I saw a lot of people like praising it, saying it was like a work of art, it's iconic, like wow, this is just so like captivating, it's revolutionary. I didn't agree with anyone's statements before reading the article because I was like, it doesn't really sound like something that I would agree with, but like, you know, I'm not gonna make like a fast judgment like right now. Then I read the article and I wholeheartedly disagree with the article, and if I was not 100% sure of myself, I could have easily been swayed by all of the huckabluff regarding the article. I could have been like, oh my gosh, yeah, they're right, like I get it. Did you? And I think that happens a lot, or I know that happens a lot on social media. Again, people are so desperate for connection to some degree. If someone states a statement that they may not fully agree with, but a part of them is like, yeah, like, you know, I can get on board with that, they will just latch on to this person's ideology and then just like ride it all the way through. And that is insane to me. That is really insane. What is individualism? Individualism emphasizes the importance of autonomy individually and independence. Views people as unique individuals rather than members of a group. I hear a lot of discourse regarding individualism, and people are saying that individualism is killing like community. I agree, but I also disagree. I feel like in some ways we do have a problem with individualism, but I think the larger problem is people want to move as a group, as a unit. I think that is actually a larger issue than individualism. You mentioned like something that you don't like or that you don't agree with, and people will attack you if you don't agree with the masses, and it is insane. Literally, the example could be the article. If I made a comment under the lady's video or anyone's video that was agreeing with the article, and I said, you know, I don't really agree with it, not even in like a disrespectful way, but in just like a regular, like, I don't agree, people probably would eat me up. They would be like, how dare you, you're a pick-me, like, wow, like you're not a girl's girl. And I think that is the root of all evil. The fact that now as a society we are struggling with hearing different opinions from our own, not basic rights, no, but just certain topics. I'm talking about everyone. Don't just think of one person or one group or one red party. No, I'm talking about everyone. Oh my gosh, perfect example, that article, sorry. The article got me like bugging. In the article, she had examples from certain content creators who would post their boyfriend, and when they posted their boyfriend, they felt uncomfortable because they lost followers. And one of the content creators was like, you know, if we stay together, if we break up, I'm not gonna post him anymore because I know that some people, they aren't in a relationship and I don't want them to feel weird, and I know that having a boyfriend now can feel kind of like weird. I was like, what are we doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you living your life for someone else? Like, are we kidding? Who cares if the person does not agree with the way you live your life, you having a boyfriend or not? Like, what are we actually doing? That's why I feel like when people say, oh my gosh, individualism is bad, I'm like, I think we need more individualism mixed with empathy, obviously. So I think that's where we go wrong, is people lack empathy, not individualism. Social media's definition of individualism is wrong. Only living and doing life for yourself. I wouldn't say that it's wrong. I think people misuse it sometimes. Like the work industry, when people didn't want to speak to customers that came in, people's reaction or response to that would be like, well, I don't have to do that. Like, well, I don't owe you anything. And people would be like, individualism, like that's individualism and that is hurting our society. I don't know, I feel as though I personally will use a different word. I get what the argument is. I won't say that it's wrong. I just think I would use a different word to describe that. Maybe selfish. Or, I mean, a bad employee. I'll just call them a bad employee if I'm being so very honest. Some people that I think that are private: Corey Kenshin, Tom and Zendaya, Beyonce, Jake Weber. I know it's a random one, but I remember I was watching Jake's video and he said, I can't remember which video it was, and he stated that he did not want to bring certain friendships like on his channel or online, and how like his real life is separate from like his social media life. Tom and Zendaya, obviously, I think Tom and Zendaya are like the poster child. Content creators should move if they want their relationship to last and if they genuinely care about the privacy surrounding their relationship, because some content creators don't care. Some people do view their relationship as gentle and they don't want to share that with the rest of the world, because when you do that, again, you are inviting to some degree critique, commentary to be made about the aspects that you just shared with us. And I like that Tom and Zendaya do not give us that much. Like, they don't give us hardly anything. If I was a celebrity, I would move like Beyonce. Like, you guys will not hear from me. Kendrick Lamar, myself. Hey, I'm private. Sometimes I be moving as if like I'm like a big channel, but I'm paranoid, and I think that that helps me a lot. I think that more content creators should honestly be more paranoid. Emma Chamberlain, Hosier, and again, I feel like Hosier went through a moment, was it last year, where he had to kind of like deal with this new wave of fandom and parasocialness because it is different. I will say, I think it is interesting seeing how private people respond to this new wave of fandom, and I think for the most part a lot of them do it well. I feel like I would handle it pretty well, but I also think that I'm like really strict. If my fan base was trying to like punk me into like doing something, no. But that is it. Hopefully to some degree that explained why I think being offline is cooler and how you can just kind of get more out of being offline. And I really hope that you guys take breaks from social media, because as funny, as iconic, as inspiring as social media can be, it can also be really detrimental to your health, and you need breaks. I really encourage you to go outside. What is the saying? Touch grass, go drink a croissant, go drink a smoothie, eat a croissant, do something that will bring you joy aside from just scrolling on your phone all day. I know life is hard, life feels hard, life feels really draining, and it can feel as though, what is the point? Just kidding. It can feel that way, but I think if you just invest your time into something else aside from your phone, aside from commenting under random people's stuff, and try to experience life to your best ability, you will feel some sense of happiness and peace. I'm here for you. I love you dearly. Bye, my people. Bye.